You wouldn't want to ruin something so pristine and natural as this with artificial harmful elements, would you? So why would you make the compromise with the food you eat? Come to Carol's Diner, where everything is prepared fresh and made from scratch, especially for you.
Matt Tassone is back on the ice with the Swift Current Broncos after being out for 10 months with a shoulder injury. He underwent 3 surgeries, one to repair his labrum and another to reconstruct the area, which involved restitching his muscles and inserting a bone block and a number of screws. And just as he was almost recovered, an infection developed and set him back.
I had to get the surgery pretty much redone again, so I was 3 months ahead, and I pretty much had to go back. And since that time, since July, I had to wait another 6 months in order to play.
Tassone says hockey has always been one of the biggest aspects of his life, and not being able to play for so long took a toll on him physically and emotionally. He adds being separated from the other players was like missing his family, and he's glad to be back on the team. Although since he's been back, he's had to work extra hard to rebuild his strength and keep up with the team.
I was skating back home, but it was mostly by myself, so it's a little different. So at first, I had to get my cardio up a little bit. Mark's practices are very hard, so I had to get my cardio up a little bit. But after a week and a half of having his practice, I felt fine.
The coaching staff says it was a shame to lose to Tassone last year, especially with his scoring streak. However, they say now that he's healed and able to join the Broncos in time for their West Coast road trip, it gives them confidence as they head into other arenas.
Last year, before he got hurt, he was the only guy in the team he was on a 50-goal pace, which is a lot of goals. There's not many guys in any league that can score 50 goals, and that's what he brings. And we're very happy to have him back. It gives us good depth. Our top 6 forwards are really good, and then when you get a real good top 6 and you add a guy like that, the trickle-down effect gives us a lot of depth, and we're pretty strong there.
Tassone says his shoulder feels better than ever and hasn't had any soreness or aches and pains since returning to Swift Current a few weeks ago. And he hopes by following the doctor's orders and respect to shoulder rehab with daily exercises he can recover permanently. For Southwest TV News, I'm Valerie Lalonde.